Holding a slim 8-4 lead at half-time, it didn't take long for Whoopee to add to their tally, with back-to-back tries. First, Shane Purnham slicing through the Ghosts' defence, followed by Michael Curnow, boosting the Seahorses 18-4. A reckless high tackle by Cam Winters got him 10 minutes, while a Grafton Ghosts trainer was sent off for dissent. Despite being a player down, Grafton managed to score, with Jake Martin taking charge, bringing the Ghosts up to 10, chasing Whoopee's 18. Dane O'Hare was quick to reply, finding a hole in Grafton's defence. And with less than 5 minutes left, Jake Martin scored his second for the day, bringing the Ghosts total to 14. Shane Perrin putting the icing on the cake for Whoopee. The final score, Woolgoolga Seahorses 30 to Grafton Ghosts 14.
Feeling good. 2 good wins in a row. Hopefully we can build a bit of momentum on the back of that and keep rolling.
Very disappointed. It's a very tough loss. We had a good win last week. I thought we were coming down here on a positive note, but just gave quality team too many errors and gave them too many opportunities and just bit us in the butt.
Alison Paul, NBN News.
Looking to secure a spot in the Waratah League finals. The Port Macquarie Dolphins men are already approaching the top 6 and only getting stronger.
A really positive finish to the weekend with a good win over Hills, who are sitting quite high on the competition. I think they're in 3rd spot.
Midway through the season, the Dolphins are already making a name for themselves. US imports Kobe Powell and Naira Williams, as well as Georgie Salinger in the women's, topping the highest scoreboard.
He was instrumental in our win on Sunday, where we saw us beat Hills, and he had 42 points individually.
You see it in my face. I feel great right now. Stay consistent. That's the most thing. Stay consistent. I think we got the perfect squad. You know, like I said, we had a rough start, but hey, we looking at things we can do better.
Naira Williams says her hard work has been paying off, with the women also making headway in their debut season.
Right now, I think we're in the middle of the pack. I think we had a couple rough patches in a couple games, but, we're getting better each game and we're slowly moving up.
While the men are down a couple of players due to injury, spirits are still high. Major home games on June 22nd and July 6th for both the men and women in the Central Venue round set to boost their scores.
I feel like as a team, we're very comfortable at home because, this is our place and then we're used to the rim, so that would be good for us.
Marina Trajkovic, NBN News.
When Grafton and Nembaka were scheduled to play back in round 4, the Ghosts were second on the ladder, but that game was washed out. Now the Roosters are still leading, undefeated, but Grafton has slipped and is coming off a 16-point loss.
It would have been good to go up against them, after a good win, but very disappointing with that effort. So, look, all we can do is put a good week of training in and hopefully turn up a positive attitude.
They'll have to defend well too. Nembaka hasn't scored less than 36 points all year.
Simple footy. You can't be dropping the ball. You can't give them that many opportunities. It's just not going to work.
On Sunday, Sawtell hosts the Rebels, the Panthers coming off a dominant performance last week.
I think they'll handle the Rebels' style of play, but and they work hard up the middle, so the Rebels have got to be the other way. They've got to defend well.
While Woolgoolga is at home to Maxville, they're playing for the Marley Blair Memorial Shield, the game raising awareness for mental health and suicide prevention. It will be tough for the Sea Eagles, who, despite being a big and physical side, were severely lacking last week.
Even though Maxwell probably did have a big loss to Saudi, they're always a team that shows up, and we definitely won't be taking them lightly.
The Seahorses keen to build momentum off the back of 2 wins.
The execution, our defence has been really good the past few weeks. We've still turned over a fair bit of ball, so work on that and hopefully complete a few more sets.
The Comets have the bye, but they will host Nembaka on Wednesday night after their round 7 game was washed out. Britt Ramsey, NBN News.
A local derby at Keys Reserve as Ballina fronts Lennox Head. The Seahorses were the first to get their name in lights, moving in leaps and bounds down the field. Backing up with this plunge to the line, pushing their score to double digits. The slick moves of Ballina's Namani Matirawa manoeuvring his way through the defence before Pierce Bryars took it to the posts. Just shy of 20, the brute strength of Blue Jersey's Brett Johnston added another 5. Edging their score to 26 at the break, the home side wasted no time with Harry Bungate planting one in the corner. Going from strength to strength, it was the fast feet of Seahorse Jack Kindred, which saw the side slip from the visitors' grasp. Itching to make their move at 36-0, Lennox Head's Lachlan Miller dug deep in what would be the Trojans' only points for the game. But Ballina closed out the muddy affair in the corner, ending this wipeout at 43 points to 5. Alexandra Rees, NBN News. It didn't take long for the action to start between the Cougars and the Red Devils at Queen Elizabeth Park.
Rock and roll.
Devils lock Colby Wood set the tone early to secure the opening points.
Okay.
Backed up soon after by teammate Jack Rogers in the corner. Taking their score to double digits, the Cougars clawed their way through on the left-hand side. But this catch from Byron Bay added another 4. Sending the team 16 points to 4 at the break, Casino's Peter Dagai came out charging to send the crowd roaring on home turf. With 6 points now separating, Devils prop Jacob Kernick found another on the line for the red jerseys. But Casino sought strength in numbers in this drop kick from captain Eddie Walker-Williams for Timothy Torrens to edge their score to 14. Byron Bay then finished with one more in the corner to end the game 24 points to 16. Alexandra Rees, NBN News.